Okay. I believe it's time to begin.
Depend on myself and God, watch the storm and turn the tides. The early bird gets the worms, so catch me with a treasure lives. Leave them mesmerized, the revolution won't be televised. He told me get your weight up, kid. When it added hella size, rooted the beat of my own drum, got it well applied. Meet me in the dojo where we settle lies. Metal flies, conflict, some serious, some nonsense. Pay attention to the detail and read the fine print. Supreme dumb legend with the pen is a godsend. How he keep coming with content. My mind said don't worry about the nonsense. Common sense is more like uncommon sense. Established dominance, my prominence. Rhymes got me swimming up in mad opulence. It's the apocalypse when the shogun come dropping shit. Survive the heat of the belly of the beast. I'll release if you reach, nigga, now go to sleep. On the low key, I swear these rap cats don't know me. I'm moving tribal while they worry about going viral. Spit pyro, think you macho, what you like hydro. Not into the mind of a psycho, slice the cake up. You sleep dudes better wake up, we take space up. Go get your weight up, your food get ate up. Your whole team made up, I lift the 44 straight up. Now you laid up, depend on myself and God. Watch the storm and turn the tides. The early bird gets the worms, so catch me with a treasure lies. Leave them mesmerized, the revolution won't be televised. He told me get your weight up, kid, when it added hella size. They told me get your weight up, kid, I went and added hella size. They told me get your weight up, kid, I went and added hella size. Communication is the key of life, read the lines. I'm seeing through the fog, you gotta open up the blinds. The more pressure is applied, the higher that we climb. When access is denied, I'm taking back what's mine, I'm in go mode. The revolution won't be promo, rather it be an army or it's solo. Pockets on bolo, it's a thin line between real and fake. This ain't something that just started, I've been great.
What's going on, everybody? Hello. Happy belated holiday. This is your guy B.M.T. coming at you again. I know it's been a minute. I told y'all we were working out some stuff to correlate on our return, how we were going to do it. A lot of things. Drop the stand. How we were going to do it, how we were going to set stuff up. I'm kind of glad we did take that much of a hiatus when we did. We needed it. We've been doing very well on other platforms. We've been doing very well out there in cyberspace, far away from a lot of these talking points. Yes, we did have a great time. We did have a great time. We actually got to get the well-deserved rest and spacing from certain talking points that we needed. So let's go ahead and get into it. Because I know a lot of people had a lot to say, and I do thank people for that. On that of their thoughts about that of the country is definitely going into a shift. It's definitely going into a shift. And I put out this topic, but I thought about it for a minute about that of Thanksgiving just happened. We also just had it where now deals as well as ideologies are now going to be made and actually be more so propositioned forward. And I would listen to a lot of men and women who spoke about individuality and how that being by yourself is the ideal thing. That there's no need for that. That what's going on, MOT? Like these talking points, and I told y'all that these talking points that were being had and used of these certain social constructs, they're falling apart. They're falling apart. You now have it where certain groups have now allocated their funds, have allocated their resources. They will be going down to DC real soon. They will be going before that of the UN real soon. B.M.T, how do you know this? Because they're not hiding. These certain groups, we don't have to be nasty about it. Has been teaching you to not engage in the process that keeps their platform from finding solutions for you and them. And see, that's the thing. I'm so glad you brought up MOT, because the talking points about like just disconnect, don't partake, don't vote. You know what I'm saying? Just step aside, let them fall wayward, silent, and all that stuff. Well, where has it gotten you? Let me say that again. The talking points that were given and instructed upon you today. And see, I had to include myself also in this because I partook in some of the foolishness. I even allow some of the ideologies even on my platform. And see, the thing about it is, when it comes to success, when it comes to building, you're going to have to deal and actually work alongside with and abide with other groups and facilities and structural entities. Now, somebody say, BMT, you're yapping. No, I'm not. Because honestly, if you go listen to a lot of prominent business owners, as well as people who are in position of power, they practice that daily. What's going on, Alonzo? They practice that daily. You'll see it in the halls of Congress. You'll see it out there in business. You'll see it out there in certain groups and cultures. Like when they start putting certain types of things of blueprints together that they do have, the speck does not break that of the boulder. Somebody told me that last week. Shout out to them. The speck can't break the boulder. So when I hear people saying that they're going elsewhere, and I say, well, what group or entity of power of backing do you have? Well, I don't need that. Yes, you do. Because when your back gets against the wall, you're going to need something to fall back on. When they start questioning that of your credentials, hey, Mahogany, good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, I mean, you even had it where y'all had these little meetups and groups. So you tried to form some type of semblance, but it didn't work. It didn't work. And see, I told y'all, they were going to get you up out of here. Well, that's the left that's doing it. No, it's not. It's the people. See, you have it where people are telling y'all to do separation. And you got to be careful of that, because when they talk about separation, ask yourself, well, what are they separated from? Well, ever since I did this and that, I mean, my life has been great. Is it now? Then why haven't you progressed forward? Why are you still talking on the same talking points? Why are you acting the same way? So happy to see you too. Call me. I'm trying to tell y'all. There are moves being made. Let me give you an example. They had issues at the port. You hear me? They had issues at the port. right? You think that was something that they handled? You think that was an individual move for them to solve that issue to get pay raise? Nope. It was a unified front. It was a unified front with reasonable allocated demands that both parties agreed to that they could both meet. And you see, what happening right now is we're having it where people have wants, but are not meeting that of the needs. You want access to this person or this type of group or this type of financial leverage, but what are you doing? What is your intentions? You see, and that's the thing about it, that when you're going around these groups, see, the thing about it is, whatever political side you was leaning, see, they wanted to know what were your intentions. They already told you, a majority of y'all don't vote. Majority of y'all don't know how to control your home. But see, those talking points that were being used, you got to ask yourself, who are they coming from? Who are they predominantly talking about? But see, men that have their things together don't frolic or don't actually entertain that type of behavior. They don't. I'm being so serious. Well, brother, you gotta be careful. That's a single mother. Sis, you gotta watch out. He works like I'm trying to tell y'all. The greater power that be does not entertain those talking points. Nobody holistically that has their shit together talk about the damn table. The shit that y'all done have brought up, there's a reason why the vast majority has shadowgate you. Because certain ideologies and talking points are reprehensibly dangerous. Well, there's freedom of speech. I should be allowed to say whatever I want. But then when somebody pretty much starts to interact, oh shit. I told you. You have to look at who is the messenger. What are they preaching? What are they teaching? Are they enacting what they say, and are they living by it? I told y'all, like, the way how it's going now, the way how it's going now. See, I keep trying to tell I keep trying to tell the brothers, you know, I gotta tell you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, we just don't want to be bothered by black women. Okay. You're right. You're right. You shouldn't be bothered by a particular black woman. Why? Why are you entertaining it? See, the single who's wrong conversation that grew stale for me. And at the end of the day, I don't entertain that type of energy. I don't do the trauma bonding group think tank no more. I can't do it. There's no way you're going to tell me after 8 to 9 years you're still on that same hill. And this is not just black men. You see the white boys right now, they're crying, whimpering. And just like a good old broken Negro, you will run over there to them. Oh my God, we're both going through the same shit. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you don't. You're not. Oh my God, it's, single parenting. No, it's not that either. You're bullshitting. You're bullshitting yourself. And you want to tell yourself, as well as other people, why you should be sympathized for. Why should they hear you? You don't put in on anything. You don't volunteer. You don't do those things. I'm sorry. I know. I don't know why y'all went with that shit. Well, we're the least likely. Motherfucker's still gonna do what the fuck he do. Mm. But see, when you say this to people, they ask, "Well, nobody gives a damn about me. Why would I give a shit about the person that does not put in any fucking work? Why should you be allowed to drink and suckle in that of what is fat and worthy, and you didn't do anything?" And see, that's what's crazy about it. Because Baby Bush already told you, we don't need your fucking vote. We don't need you, nigga. Oh, they gotta listen to black men now. They have to listen to us. Why would they? They got the essays. They got the Latin community. You still waiting for that goddamn crazy Brenda or Brukisha to get right and talk to you. And when you hear somebody say they going to school, not saying that we don't have brothers going to school, do y'all really fuck with them? Because if you really did, you wouldn't be talking about the same dumb shit over and over. Because how is that moving your movement forward? Well, we have to, because we have to examine this woman. We have to examine this man. Listen to the people that are telling y'all to do this stuff. They're talking about 6 figures. But goddamn worrying about that of the dishes and shit. Worrying about that of travel plans and all that other goofy shit. Worrying about cash apps. How the fuck are you talking about that you some high value, whatever the fuck y'all call yourselves? I wish you Negroes and goddamn weirdos on the internet never knew what the fuck high value was. But at the end of the day, you find out y'all ain't shit. You're scared. You're scared because you don't have control of the way the outcomes are going. Y'all want to have y'all. Hey, my name is Jared. I'm looking for a lady. Or I'm looking for a guy. Hopefully 6'3". I want them to do this. I want them to do that. And I'm like, what the fuck? How did that better y'all situation? See, at this point, I'm gonna say it as I see it. Y'all like being slaves. Something about this ideology of being a fucking slave is so entertaining. This is why when they tell you to dance and twerk, you motherfuckers do that shit. Don't matter the goddamn amount of money. Now, don't get me wrong. We know other groups do it too. I know somebody say, but Blurred, but B.M.T, we're not the only ones that do that. I know. You're not. But y'all gotta let go certain shit, bro. You gotta let go certain talk shit. You think I listen to those ladies that be talking about how they're in danger and they can't go outside and all that other shit? You think I listen to them? Hey, fuck no. I don't listen to them. I can't go outside. It's not safe. The men might get me. Oh, shit, what the fuck you want me to do? The men can get me too. Well, aren't you a man? I don't know you. Call the police. That's their job. Oh my God, my community. What community? What community are you talking about? Because what community are you of a representation of? It's been almost 10 years. 10 years. Let the shit go. The people that y'all believed in, that told y'all to separate, go your own way, go MGTOW, go syphilis, whatever type of bullshit. The ones that told the ladies, divest, sweetie, sprinkle, dookie, whatever the fuck y'all believe in. Get a vasectomy. Hey, retain your goddamn semen sperm and you're a whole fucking, like, we see how these crashed out talking points have failed y'all. Because you cannot think for yourself. I said, this is not working. What do I need to do? And don't get me wrong, like, we're not saying there aren't, like, listen, man, you don't have to be pro race to have conversation. You just got to have a actual conversation. I mean, at this point, and see, when they bring up the big three, and I don't hate nobody. I love some of you guys, but y'all gave up y'all livelihood for validation. Y'all men and women have became the only fan bitches. And this is what I'm saying, man. Like, you can't make this up anymore. You can't make this up. And when you try to walk down this conversation, hey, maybe I need to go get therapy. Why? So they can take away my child? Well, actually, if you go to court and you tell them that you've been taking therapy classes, that actually is for the betterment of you. You can't tell me how to dress. Hey, yes, ma'am. I feel like I'm being sexualized. That you are. You are. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. See, at this point, you got to start wiping your ass from this shit. Or unless that or the boo-boo flakes are going to harden on you. I have to chuckle. Because if I knew then what I know now. Why are y'all paying self-proclaimed millionaires that have more time to sit online like, when I do get angry a lot, but not anymore. I used to. Because see, I understand y'all a lot. Man, I get frustrated because I understand that it was one thing when not everybody's going to make it. It's another thing where you know. I stopped complaining. That was the best thing I did. I just stopped complaining. I started actually making myself worthy to be in the process. Well, media, everybody doesn't want kids. You don't gotta have kids. But you definitely need to be part of the process. See, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something more intimate. It hit different when me and my kids were singing Grace together and how they felt comfortable and thankful. It was something that really shook my core because they understood that as a united front, we can get a lot of stuff done. See, y'all were told to go elsewhere. That's what we were told. Men, we just need to leave. Where you going? Where you going? Where are you going? You said you're leaving, but where? All right, yeah, hey guys, I am in Punta Cana. What? If you were going somewhere, why did you tell us? If you didn't want people who, as you say, in America bad, why would you put it on YouTube? Hey guys, watch me. I'm going to talk to this lady. She's so mature, and she acts like this. Hey, girl, I found this man, and he does. And I listen over and over and over, and it always drives me because the people that y'all suck off don't even fuck with y'all. I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up because nowadays you've emboldened such type of foolishness because you told it that, hey, this is the way. This is the way. I want it to be like this. So why are you mad? Why are you mad? I used to get mad. I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to get mad. I used to. I don't get mad anymore. Because I understand that, what was it before? Y'all were trying to find a leader. Y'all were trying to find a leader. Was that a thing? Was that the thing, Doug, when they were trying to find a leader? Were people trying to find a leader, a daddy, a God, a savior, a feminine figure to lead? Where were you being led? See, that's very problematic where grown men are looking for leaders. And see, I watch y'all call out all your. Let me call out y'all 12 the disciples of justice. You had O'Shea. You had an Obsidian. You had an Angry Man. Austin Holloman. A Pearl. You had a goddamn David Carroll. You Anton Daniels. Who else did you have? Now I want you to understand, y'all chose these people, not me. Y'all chose them. Y'all were trying to find the way. Not B.M.T. You weren't talking about, hey, maybe we need to go get box trucks and go do a fleet. Y'all said, let's go Bitcoin, right? And what the fuck happened to Bitcoin? You notice everything y'all motherfuckers have done or talked or spoke on or have tried to do has fucking failed or died off. I think that at this point, it has to be a fucking record. There's no way everybody that has gotten close to y'all is either a felon, has some kind of sexual deviancy of a background, can't be around kids. It's like, goddamn, what? How did y'all get this far? And when you start checking out the details behind the insanity of the zoo, I don't even get, see, I can't, I felt so embarrassed when they started playing that recording of this type of behavior is dangerous. This type of behavior. See, when y'all joined, what was the Fresh and Fit? Y'all were sucking. Some people were sucking them out. It wasn't everybody. Grown men that had careers to say, I want to be a full-time YouTuber. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. See, now you can't get mad at the OnlyFans girls because the motherfucking men and women that talking about how righteous they are literally became the OnlyFans motherfuckers. You can't make this shit up. Why would any political affiliation party would want to fuck with y'all? Why would any of them? Well, Deion Sanders let that thought girl talk to the football player. You think those boys are actually going to the pros? They won't. They're not. They're not. Why can't you just believe in them, B.M.T? Because I spot bullshit. Hey, donate your money to Boyce Watkins. No, nigga, I'm not donating shit. The fuck we talking about building a Wakanda and we're in America. You're not no D.R. Horton. Y'all ain't shown that one brick or mortar damn thing yet. Why would I trust something like that? Like, see, this is why I say it's insane. And don't worry, the women have been on their fuck shit too. Don't worry, we're getting people married and together and we're forming relationships. Why do y'all give a damn? You know what I'm saying? Y'all horny toad. This is what I'm saying. This is why I said, like, the conversation was supposed to be talking about that of building that of a solution-based political society for which that of y'all to build on. How did that work out? How did that go? How did that work out? How did that go? And don't fuck with me because I've watched this shit. I don't give a fuck. 8 years on YouTube. I mean, shit. I think it's fair to say I've been one of the only ones to actually show actual brick or mortars. Calm down, B.M.T. You can pay for subs, but you can't pay for love. Let's leave it. Let's leave that right there. Let's leave that right there. I want to leave this right there. I want to leave this right here. This is a good one. You can pay for subs, but you can't pay for love. How many black men in this space have actually done things with their family? Hopefully on YouTube. Take your time. I'll wait. Take your time. I'll wait. Take your time. I'll wait. I'll shut up. I do apologize. I'll shut up. Hang on. Let me. How many black men have actually brought political people on their platform? Offered jobs. I see. What I thought we were doing on around this platform was not that. What I thought we were trying to accomplish was definitely not that. Weren't y'all the same dudes that were laughing at me because I literally said, hey, well, let's raise some money to help kids while they're going back to school? Oh, B.M.T, fuck them single mothers. Yeah, why are you trying to deal with them single mothers? Ain't that what y'all told me? But come to find out, some of y'all same leaders, y'all suck off, actually deal with single mothers. Huh? Let's talk about that. Oh, you don't want to hold the accountability stick? So you don't want to hold no, oh no, don't backtrack now. So don't backtrack now. Exactly. Y'all called the family men that were in the space the goofies. You're gonna fail. You're gonna lose. You don't have nothing going for you. You're not doing anything. What are you even doing? Why are you talking? I'm like, wow. So this is what we're doing now? Is this what we're doing? We're talking about I fool, but B.M.T, you need to calm down. Why? I'm actually pretty calm. A lot of the people that actually know me or actually have walked the walk with me, I don't even be on YouTube like that. And in the chat, actually, those are good. Those are some of our best shows with the less amount of people in our chats. You know why? Because we got shit done. People were coming up trying to find out about 1099s. People were coming out finding out about insurance. Shout out to Alonzo, MOT, Doug, Iman. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of different brothers and sisters that came through. What up, Exile? Shout out to Exile and his wife. They own a business. Eliza. I've actually put in Mahogany. We've put in so much groundbreaking work. Bro, what are y'all talking about? So y'all saying B.M.T, calm down. Why do I need to slow down? Why do I need to slow down? Y'all need to pick up the pace. When I was talking about let's go out the boat, y'all were talking about we need to go to Puerto Rico. Wait, it's voting day. Why are we not talking about going out to vote? Y'all remember that? Yeah, that was not cool. But you got cornballs. You're worried about my appearance, bruh. I'm one of the very few men that have actually been showing that of the modeled family. What are you talking about? You worried about how many people are in the chat. See, that's the problem with y'all Negroes. Y'all worried about validation. You want to be seen. You want to see, oh, there need to be 50 in the chat. You can ask Exile and a lot of us. We don't give a fuck about how many people come in the chat. You don't need that many people in the chat, really. You just need a consistent fan base that literally actually know what they want to hear in the message. Because honestly, why would I want you drone like motherfuckers around? Y'all don't do shit. You haven't gotten shit done. Y'all never got any of y'all kids back in your house. You haven't fixed your families. What are you talking about? We brought a lawyer on here offering to help men and women get their kids back. Predominantly you black men that said, I can't get to see my kids. See, I love it. I love it when people like Beanie come around. I love these kind of people because it proves we were right. They want entertainment. They want to feel good. See, that's the problem. We passed the proving point. Because everything that B.M.T has said has happened. Everything that B.M.T has said has happened. Everything that I called out has happened. A lot of the people that I called out in the space, 1 to 2 weeks later, came out. Ron Wills, that's your leader? That's your leader, Ron Wills? Jesus Christ. Holy Mother Mary. Doesn't he have health problems now? Oh, but he's coming back. He's doing good. I mean, I'm happy for him that he's still alive. You're in your feelings. I don't get you. Majority of these dudes, how long? What is y'all livability these days? How are y'all living? A lot of these women are not living up to standard. Like I ain't never heard like what the fuck like. Iman, Doug, like Exile, what are we doing here? Ron Wills, like you brought that name up? Jesus Christ, like how? What, are we going backwards in time? What you bring around? Where has he pushed you black men lately? Where has he gotten y'all? Since you bring up Ron Wills, I'll wait. Take your time. Because the men that were really on their shit, that actually we actually already moved forward. No, yeah. Here we go. Let me put them up. Wait, where it says? You said B.M.T. said Ron will never come back. Dude, he had a fucking, what is it, a seizure or a stroke? He's not the same. What the? See, y'all dudes are crazy. Are y'all that delusional? I forgot y'all died. Weren't y'all like dying back to back to back to back? What's your ratio of deaths compared to the black women on these panels? But they definitely was celebrating y'all kicking it. Shit, you make yourself look bad, bro. Not me. I'm just enjoying it. I'm in good health. I'm in good spirits. I get invited to graduation to go see kids walk across that goddamn stage. Some of y'all ain't even allowed around some kids. But y'all hang with them. Y'all look goofy as fuck hanging with questionable characters of people. Weren't y'all morning simple to pee? Let's talk about that. Weren't y'all morning simple to pee? Oh, now we crying. Y'all were mourning a dude who did stuff to each other. You know, I noticed y'all do more pedo worship in this space. What was that other dude? Oh my God, what's the guy's name that said he founded the manosphere? And y'all motherfuckers were just going over there to go suck him off. Dude live in Chicago. God damn it, he got out of prison. And I said, that's one of y'all leaders? Jesus. We in y'all in some bad shape. It wasn't no we, because at that point I already knew I was excommunicado. Pedo, thank you, Brownie. I remember they were like, B.M.T, why are you always getting on the black man? Brown, it's Tito. How are y'all black men? Oh yeah, shout out to my brother Didero. Because y'all were calling me crazy Because I was calling out a pedo. Dita Rowe call. It's like, if y'all say anything about some decency of Nick, you see, it's crazy. These same entities say they don't like Pookie. But then when y'all get caught, when those avatars come down, Benny, is that your name? And then we find out that some of y'all are the pedos. Some of y'all are the statutory rapists. Some of y'all are the goddamn people that we actually do need to watch out for. We just couldn't get y'all. You just couldn't get the conviction on y'all. Then we say that one. And now see that one. When we used to have the hour of power. Shout out our brother D. Darrell. We used to have the hour of power. All business professional people used to come on the platform and talk for 1 to 2 hours every Sunday. You know what y'all wanted? Y'all wanted to be entertained. You can't say, oh, B.M.T, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What do you mean you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about? I don't give a shit. Honestly, we elevated. Y'all did it. Y'all wanted to see bad Puerto Rican bitches. But then y'all started feeling a certain type of way when the goddamn Latino community came into your space and started clowning y'all. You went over to the white boys. They started calling y'all weak, submissive, broken. Stop. You chose a white woman. The white woman clowned y'all. Like, what are y'all doing? How y'all? You can't listen, bro. Right now, I got too many points on y'all. Who y'all got? Dennis Sperling? Really? Dennis Sperling? Stop it. Dennis Sperling hasn't got y'all not one man back in the home with his children. Actually, he lost both of his court cases. You know why somebody says the host is in his feelings? And that's true. I've had a bad feeling that a lot of y'all were full of shit. I had a feeling that a lot of y'all were going to lead other men down a shitty, wayward path. And that's fine. I mean, YouTube is entertainment. I'm cool with that. But just make sure you can stand 10 toes down. As many times as my brother Alonzo has talked to y'all about getting life insurance, you know what I find so funny? When you motherfuckers die, you niggas don't ever have shit to pass on. Not a fucking toolbox, not a fucking goddamn piece of wood. Y'all run straight to GoFundMe.com. Hey, Eliza. Hey, sis. So how y'all talking about that? Y'all some financial high value millionaire motherfuckers. And every time y'all croak, y'all need GoFundMe.com. Fuck out of here. The same women y'all complain about is the same women y'all be fucking behind closed doors. Let's not do that, bro. I don't care. Listen, bro. Y'all make it seem like I can't. See you. I don't listen. I'm out. Listen, I'm out of the nigga algorithm. I've been out of this space for a long time. Out of this space for a minute. You come over to me. You come over to me. Where were you when we were talking about laws with law enforcement officers and actually having a healthy dialogue, Benny? Where were you at? Oh, you wanted to talk about dating and how women need to be accountable. But you had no smoke with law enforcement officers that we were holding accountable. See, Benny, y'all the boys that we don't need to have the conversations with. Y'all better off sitting behind the scenes, far in the back. When we were talking about, let's talk about some goddamn appropriated tuition assistance stuff for children, men and women that need jobs. That wasn't a big y'all didn't care for that. John sure got happy when Trump said it. Oh my God, Trump actually cares about us. You needed him to say that shit? Well, damn. Well, how be? Stop the games, bro. Stop the games. Sorry about that kind of text. I can have a few minutes. I'll do a few minutes. We can do. I don't have the old streamer. I don't even do that shit no more. Hang on, let me see. Let me post that. Because see, here's the thing about it. At the end of the day, show me can y'all tell me what games were made? What games were made? How did this space progress when literally it's already on the FBI watch list along with Sneeko and all the other boys? Hang on, we got Benny. Hang on, he's come up. So Benny, welcome to the show. Whoever you may be.
What's up, man? What's going on? What's happening with you, bro? Yeah, I'm over here. I'm outside just chilling, man. I'm over at work. Hold on for 1 second. I was trying to hook these headphones up, but they're not working. Can you hear me pretty good?
I can hear you. Welcome.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll be backstage in the comments and stuff like that. And I remember you, like I got a lot of screenshots from you and shit like that, only because like around Ryan Wills, like I had like my comments, you deleted my comment, and you know what I'm talking about, but I was just
What's your
bro, this
comment?
dude is out of control. Bro, for real. Like, you get online, like, I understand you gotta pop your shit, but like, bro, you gotta be ready for other people's opinion too. You're not the only person
But they
in the
opinion.
world
Hold
and on
on. What I
YouTube
mean
to
by
have
the
an
way,
opinion.
Benny, is the opinions are 3 years old.
Yeah,
That y'all
I'm not
hitting in
even
the
talking. I
black
don't know who this
manosphere
is.
sector,
Like
we hit
BMT.
3 years
I'm
ago.
trying to
Y'all
talk,
coming
BMT. I
well
wasn't finished
behind us.
talking. I don't know who this is. I'm sorry.
Hold
Real talk,
on,
two black men talking. Like, we ain't got a problem.
hold on,
I don't
Alonzo.
have a problem with BMT.
Alonzo,
That might
let
be
him
a
say what he got to say, and
misconception.
then you can respond, Alonzo, and then I'll respond. So say what you got to say, and then Alonzo's going to say what he got to say, and then I'm going to say what I got to say. Go ahead, get it off.
Oh,
You got.
okay. I would like to be in there too, but I'll wait.
Okay, I got you. Oh, we're going to sis. Mwah. That's my sister, so we're going to be respectful of my sister and my brother. They both here. Go ahead. No, seriously, that is
Yeah,
my
man,
sister.
I'm in the South, bro. Like Louisiana, like Southern hospitality is a big thing. It's a big
Okay.
thing for me. But I want to let y'all say what y'all need to say. Then I'm gonna say what I need to say.
Okay. No. Go ahead and say, get it out. Then after that, everybody's free to give their opinion. So you said Ron Wells. You said that was wrong for me to say what I said about Ron Wells. Correct?
Yeah, man. Like for real, bro. I really respect my elders and stuff like that. Seriously, for real. Like I got a lot of like mentors and like you talking about
So
like political
he's your
figures
mentor.
in New Orleans. Bruh, seriously, like we're out here, we're voting, we're in the streets and stuff like that. So yeah, I get it. Like YouTube is entertainment, but some people that be on YouTube, like they be involved with the community. Like I'm trying to get in control of my community. You know what I'm saying? So, like I understand all that. I just felt like you was dragging Rom, and I was like, dog, what the fuck, dog? You way younger than Rom. What in the world? Like, it's not wrong with Ron making videos, but it's just personal preference. You feel how you feel. I just feel like I gotta stick up for him because Ron would never make a video about that, but I just felt like that was out of line. The man had a stroke and shit, That's like fucked up.
Okay. So go ahead. Eliza. Go ahead.
Yes.
Exile. Yep. Go ahead.
So here's my thing. I understand the fact that you feel the need to sit there and defend somebody who you feel might not be capable of defending themselves. But my question would be, if this is BMT's panel, that means that he can do whatever he wants. This is his home. He can do whatever he wants to in his house. Respectfully, why do you feel the need? Why are you so offended or so motivated or so emotional? And I don't mean that in a negative way, but why are you so amped up behind how somebody else decides to express whatever it is they choose to express in their house? That's literally the equivalent of me going down to the South, going in your house, sitting there saying, "Hey, bro, you know what? Hey, you can't be freely black in your house, bro. I'm gonna need you to sit there and try to put some of the colonizer shit up. You can't sit there and do this. I'm gonna need you to do that." That would be asinine, right? Not only would that be asinine, but that'd be rude and disrespectful. You'd be ready to fight me. Or I don't know you personally, so I'm speaking figuratively. But you would be ready to defend, you would be ready to debate, argue, etc. Insert here. So why is it that even if this man is saying something that you do not like, you do not have the wherewithal to be able to sit there and say, okay, I don't like it, and move on? What is it about this that literally has motivated you or that has moved you emotionally so much to where you feel like you have to give your opinion about this man giving his opinion about something else that honestly, if it doesn't apply, let it fly? So I'm
She
just
said,
asking.
if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Well, the reason is the same reason why you feel the need to address me as a public platform. So it's not personal. It's just I just decided to do what I wanted to do.
I was asking a question for clarification, but yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah. I just gave it to
okay. So you felt a certain type of way when I brought up about how Ron Wells had a stroke, just like a lot of these uh, black men content creators that have made content about black men, black women, the community, victimization, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, I'm not sure if he was critiquing them when they were saying that. But see, when I gave up that fair assessment, which I'm pretty accurate on when I give assessment, because Ron Wills is not the same as he was before he had the stroke. He's not. So I didn't. So it wasn't a false equalization, because we've been watching a lot of these black male content creators that have been going hard in the paint, literally been dropping. And so if he needed that act of the universe, then hey, it is what it is. But it doesn't change the fact that with the stuff I've been saying about the stuff that's been going on in these spaces, the behavior, the pushing narratives of women, talking down about children, single mothers, and broken households, and there's a whole been old sweat. Don't worry, he's been part of it too. Now, when I was going into all of that, right? Because I know I talked about David Carroll, and a lot of these men don't have anything really to pass on. Now, you said he's my elder. He's not my elder. I don't know the man. First of all, that type of title is given to somebody I respect and that I acknowledge. So
Yeah,
I
I
so
understand,
hold
BMT.
on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
go
I
ahead,
listen.
brother. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go
So
ahead.
I have to acknowledge. So I've been done, and Eliza and a lot of people could tell you, I've been done severed ties from these types of groups. No diss to them, but I've been severed ties after seeing how they moved politically,
hmm
financially, economically, and socially. So if I severed ties and I started to call out, you know what they did? They started to come at me. They started coming at my family, or my businesses and my well-being, people that affiliated with me in X, Y, and Z. Now, people who on the outside that watch and saw this, I have been openly showcasing everything that they talked about. I actually do it. So I can talk my shit because I'm actually doing the shit. But when I ask y'all, but y'all say BMT prove it, and I've been doing it, and then I say, well, where's y'all shit? Well, you only got 10 in the chat. Well, since when did we give a fuck? Well, I didn't know that we're here for the numbers. Are we here for validity? Are we here for dating? I mean,
Yeah. look, BMT, look, this is all I'm saying. Like, all right, so you saying stuff about Ron, but like Ron is doing what he wants to do. He's doing the things that
We
he's
can't hear
practicing, right?
you. We cannot hear nothing you're saying. Fix your mic. Thank you.
Oh, BMT, you can hear me?
It's still staticky.
Oh, BMT, you can hear me? I feel like I'm good.
We can hear noise and
Static.
static. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, hold on.
It is staticky.
If you
Ooh.
can't go into the settings, and you'll have to sit there and
My bad.
undo.
Yeah, am I
Hold
good?
on. Go into the settings. Turn off the
Yo,
mic
I
and
don't want to
turn
do
it back.
that. What's your name is? Put it in. Like, I don't want to do that.
I don't know what happened.
I don't feel like doing all that. I'm just trying to see him on street. Like, yeah.
Well,
Okay,
I'll say
can you
this
mute?
much. 10 in the chat shows evidence that he puts less into the online world.
B.M.T. has been online for 8
Well,
years. 8 years live stream. That's what I'm referring to. I'm not trying to make it a personal attack. It's like,
that's
no, Ron,
logic. If
before
you're
Ron
spending
had a
more
growth
time
like
in the real world, you're
65,000
going to have
followers.
more of a real
Now he's
world
over
following like a
100,000.
social media
You can't
following.
really say too much about Ron if people's following.
Beanie, please mute. It is so hard to hear
I know
anything
you
that
want
you're
to
saying.
Anybody
get
talking to
because
you,
I can
lady?
hear you.
What's about?
Because nobody can understand or make
Maybe
sense of
maybe
anything you're
your hair
saying.
is messing
If
with the
you think
connection. Maybe
static
that's
is
what
going
it
to
is.
get your
I
message
don't know.
through, it's
Maybe you
not.
need to go
You're
natural.
talking to
I turn my Bluetooth off.
R2D2.
Hold on, BMT. So this is for the audience. This is part of what we're talking about. We have somebody who we're actually trying to assist. We're trying to help so that he can actually get his opinion out, regardless of whether we agree with it or not.
I'm watching, sis.
And all we're doing, all we're doing is trying to assist. And even they're getting triggered or emotional based off of us trying to assist
we
them.
are doing and all that. That's cool. Speak for you. I don't want you to speak for BMT. He's a grown man. He knows exactly what he's doing.
I was speaking to my brother. I was not speaking for. I was speaking for myself.
I was speaking for the fact of his chat, considering I'm part of the chat.
Well, I was addressing that because if you're online live streaming for 8 years, I mean,
No, for real, like B, like we really can't hear you, bro. Like it's not like we really can't hear you. We really can't.
Yeah, if you think we're fucking with you, just go to the YouTube side and listen to what you sound like. We cannot make out.
Respectfully, if you've been live streaming for 8 years, you should have more than 2 people in the chat. Nothing wrong with
lack of intellect is real.
Straight up.
No, we're not going to insult him because he's.
You don't have to answer.
He has every right.
Stop trying to speak up for a group.
We're not attacking. Nobody's attacking up here.
Beanie, please mute. I was addressing my husband. Please mute. We cannot hear you.
One of y'all got to represent for one of y'all. Y'all can't come up here because y'all got feelings involved.
Okay. I mean, are we going to continue to have a conversation that we can't hear?
Go ahead. I'm going to listen.
Oh, we just want you to fix your mic so we can hear you. Fix your mic so we can hear what you're saying.
That's all we want.
Yeah.
We would love to respond. Wow.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, sis.
I mean, for me, this is amazing. I was addressing my husband. My thing is, I understand that people have a difference of opinion, and that's okay. I'm not going to sit there and try to go at nobody for having a difference of opinion than me. And that's just my personal prerogative. You know what? We might be able to sit there and come to a common ground. We might not, but at the end of the day, your opinion is valid as all get out for you and to you, just like mine would be to me. So I was actually trying to ask my husband to sit there and respect him so we could sit there and hear what he had to say. But I mean, we couldn't even fix a mic. And honestly, I'm interested in what this person has to say, being that, he's addressed that, just because he can give an opinion, that's what he's going to go ahead and put his energy to. I do have a question from whenever you do come back on the mic. Being that you stated to me that the main reason that you felt so emotionally inclined to go ahead and give your opinion based off of someone else giving their opinion on their own platform when you could have done the same, it's just because they're having a conversation. So my question would be, do you stop every single time somebody else is having a question in your everyday life and passing to go ahead and give your opinion? And if you do, how long does that take?
Can you guys hear me? Is my microphone again?
You're buzzing again. You're buzzing again.
If you go into your settings and go to audio, there's a little box that says echo cancellation. Click the check mark off of it and click it again. It should fix your audio.
That's what I was trying to tell him earlier. This is the sprunky.
I always find this interesting because I've done thousands of episodes, and Liza and Exile and a lot of them will tell you some of our best shows was when we had actually less in the chat because we were more precise on what we could talk about, get done. We brought victims on. We brought people who were victimized and had counseling. We've had law enforcement come on. We've had doctors, psychiatrists. We've had different people to have healthy conversations. We've had women have healthy dialogue as well as men. Like we, I love my group and my family because we already had that conversation that we're not going to be limited to just we're reaching out and touching people in the chat. No, we actually got off the computer and started actually hitting the pavement. And so I thought that was initially at some point we have to leave the nest. If your conversation is still on that of the man or it's the woman or hey, let's talk about X, Y, and Z of game, where is that moving you politically, socially, and economically or spiritually? And so when you have these conversations, and granted, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of questionable characters of behavior have come to this chat into these spaces. And you know the funny thing about it is the same men that y'all look up to have had no smoke, have had no question of the people or entities or talking points that came in here. But woe is me. I say something and I get it. When I say stuff, it does rock that of these spaces because y'all end up talking about it, y'all end up bringing it up. So I guess I do mean something in these spaces because I have been here for quite a while. It's just the thing about it is I didn't mind stepping down from my position. You know why? Because I actually wanted to actually make moves. I actually didn't mind doing it. I've had to talk with actually one way how me and Eliza and Exile first met because we were actually doing that of checking law enforcement when they get out of pocket with that of the people.
Absolutely.
Now I didn't. That is funny because I kind of saw a lot of brothers in these spaces. Whenever something happened to Ahmaud Arbery or different other people that were wronged by the police, they had no smoke. They were quiet about it.
Great.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Then Elijah, am I lying? Exile, am I lying?
No, you're not.
They actually ran up on our panel while we actually are going through the law or trying to find out how we can actually get this fixed. And they actually want to stop us.
Mm-hmm.
So
multiple times, yeah.
So when do some of y'all guys not punching at anybody here? When do y'all start going at those people? Because we over here have been arguing for y'all to have and do better and be better because we try to believe in y'all. While they say you're broke, you're dusty, you can't do this unless you go do this or you follow me or you buy my book. And we're like, what the fuck you talking about? This shit's for free. You can get this shit at a library. You can get this done. You can flip your life around. I brought my whole father on there who's a goddamn that's a man that got a lot of shit going on for him. He came on there. He was talking to MOT. He talked Exile's right there in the chat. A lot, very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when y'all bringing y'all fathers on here to have conversations about political, family, and different other type of stuff. Let me know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they do? Oh, BMT. So you're a daddy boy? What the fuck? Y'all just said y'all wish I had a relationship with your father. I wouldn't got my dad.
That was one of the greatest live streams you had, in my opinion.
Right.
Funny thing about it, as much as they like to talk about the past, and that man was actually born and raised in that type of era.
Mm-hmm.
So I find it funny.
They
I
didn't
actually
even
witnessed
him.
So you're talking about him, and he's telling y'all the shit that y'all talk about wasn't really how y'all talking about it. It didn't happen like that. Like, what are we doing?
I got my dad on my channel too. I got my dad on my channel too.
I find it funny how a lot of men try to fight my sister, and she's a married woman, an honorable woman with an honorable husband. And they said she's unruly. She don't have to follow y'all. The man in her life and the man that lays right beside her, that's the man that she needs to, that's the man that she supports and she submits to. B.M.T, you allow this unruly woman on? Yes, I do. There's times when I haven't been able to run my show or not be able to be there. She already knows she has full control. And she literally has run my show. Just
And there was only one time that I actually got emotional. Every other time, I was running it just like you all,
Yep.
perfectly.
Yep. I don't question if they kick somebody off. I don't.
And you know how BMT handled that? He didn't handle that going at her, going back and forth for a power struggle. He talked to her and they worked that issue out.
Well, no, it had nothing to do with BMT. It had to do with his friend.
Yeah,
And he
it had
sat
something
there,
to do with his friend.
and he
Y'all
sat there and was
talking,
like,
you and
"Sis,
BMT
hey,
worked
this is
it
my
out.
friend. Let's be respectful." Okay, I hear you. And that was all that was needed. So, I mean, you know, whenever he's sitting here and he's saying something, he's not lying and he's not trying to manipulate or modify the things that are said. What it is that what he's saying is honest and it's truthful. And if it hurts your feelings, if it wounds your ego, if it makes you flip your head to the screen,
There's evidence that there might be something there.
I mean, you know, if you guys don't like being the type of people that BMT is talking about on the negative end, then honestly, it does not take a lot of energy to do a little bit of the footwork so that you can be the person on the other end of that spectrum. It really doesn't take very
Yep.
much.
I remember that, Alonzo. Yes, I was literally ridiculed because I told my dad openly, "Daddy, I love you."
Hmm.
And I remember they did clown me. You see, I find it very interesting the stuff I do. Y'all got me a strike and try to get me off of YouTube because my daughter sat on my lap and y'all said that was sexual abuse. Y'all literally said I was colorist because I literally was had my arm around one of. It's like, yo, dude, everything I do in this fucking space, I have literally had more stones thrown at me. And I say, hey, baby. And I literally try to be the most normal motherfucker here. And I'm like, yo, I've had time where I get tired, bro. If Exile or certain people, certain other men have not come around and actually talk, it's crazy. I actually have gone to actual gang members while they're on their turf and had logical conversations.
Right. Live.
Live. They
Right.
and you know, crazy. They know who I am. They watch my shit. They call in and say, "Hey, is there still that job over there at the gas station? Are they still hiring at Volvo? Can you really get me a job at the port? Come on, bro. Come on. We can try.
Because I remember that live.
We can try. We can try to get you a job. But I'm the fucking loser. No. Why did y'all start a space that's supposed to be for men and betterment of men and families and women? And y'all don't even do that shit. Y'all say, buy my shit, buy my book, buy this, buy that. How is that pushing? What is that doing? What is that doing? I feel like, I knew this place was full of shit was when I literally asked for money to give to kids going back to school. And y'all said, we will never help single mothers.
Wow.
Y'all, that was told to me.
You know what the
That was
bitch
told
about
to me
it
by
is?
a game changer.
There's a man that left that woman single.
Hey, can you guys hear my microphone? Am I good now?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
you're good now.
Yes.
You're good. Take the floor.
Okay, yeah. So when somebody's listening to BMT, not to get off the topic or whatever, but like if he's saying that Ron Wills is gonna die and he didn't die, that's a problem. That's an example of him lying when he comes online saying that. Well, name a time where BMT lied. Well, I just gave you an example of that. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that was a sign of hate. You get what I'm saying? Player hating. Cause you know what I'm saying,
Player
like
hating.
before he did the stroke, he was at like 79,000. Now you over 100,000. And then when I had mentioned the little view thing, you was like, you paid attention to it. So psychologically, I'm like, well, I mean, that must be important to you because you decide to jab at that out of everything else you decide to respond to. So I was like, well, really, or is it about influence? Like, what is it? What is your idea with Ron? Why you hate Ron so much? Like, he ain't never mentioned you or nothing. Like, you be chilling, like, bro, the dude is a legend. He's an author. He done written many books. Real talk. Don't you want to be an author? Don't you want to be a filmmaker?
No.
No.
Especially with this baby oil ordeal that's coming out lately. Hell no.
I mean, to be fair, we kind of already have other bigger things going. Like that's crazy. Like, but I literally actually, I don't, the thing about it is, you're talking about these things, right? And I guess you wasn't listening to the other stuff we were saying because the multiple people that have already perished in this space that we brought up. We also brought up that of the inconsistencies of the sexual demon-seeking behavior. You did not account
I
or said
listened
you.
to all of
Hold on, no, no,
those.
no,
I
no, no.
listened to
But
all of those.
you said game. But that was said, right? Game, right? Game. But then we see the same dudes talking about how they running game on young women that are even legal. Y'all talk about game?
But what they got to do with Ron?
Hold on, whoa. Hold on. He's supposed to be one of the game coaches.
No, that
Whoa.
it's something to be
No,
supposed to
no,
be
no.
and what it
See, hold
is.
on,
See,
brother,
that's the
hold on.
thing about it. See,
Hold
you
on,
be
hold on. I
riding that
let you
little
talk.
line right there, but you got
I
to be
let you
very
talk. I
specific.
let you talk. Did I
I'm
not?
just saying, bro. You got to
I
make it
let
make
you
sense, bro.
talk.
Don't be
Hold on,
doing
hold on.
all that
You
opinion
got
shit.
on
You
my
got to be facts.
brother
Calm
Exile.
down, Beanie. Calm down.
You got on
Nah,
my
you
brother.
tell your man to calm
You
down. He the
got
one
on my
ain't laying
brother.
no dick down. Ain't no
You
way in the world my girl gonna be on
hold
this
on,
phone
hold
speaking
on,
like a
bro.
motherfucker right now.
Hold on. See, you're acting emotional.
Mm-hmm.
We're following by the same rules that you presented. That we're going to allow each one to talk. I don't agree with what you were saying, but I was quiet and I listened. They may not agree with you say, but they were quiet and listened. Now, when we brought up certain stuff about this space that y'all were fighting over cyber territory, y'all didn't want to actually deal with the problems, but y'all want to talk about writing a book, a movie. As much goddamn shit doesn't come out when we talk about actual tangible things that Eliza and Exile have done or that I have done. But I get it. It's about the money. You're saying that I hate, and what am I hating on? I can't hate on something that if I literally am going over the information. And it wasn't just me that reported on it, it was other people that reported on it. But I get it. You come over here to me. And I actually purposely stopped and I actually said I was not going to stream. Like, did I not say that, Exile? Did I not say I'm not going to stream for like a while?
Man, I've been missing you too,
Like,
bro. I've
like
been seeing your peoples taking over the channel and doing their thing.
right.
No,
So mind you, the shout out to the Blur Cartel, they actually been running my channel. It's not me. I've actually left to go do other things.
Mm-hmm.
So I've actually been honest. Like, hey, bro, I'm going. I'm going to be gone for a while. I don't know when I'm coming back. This is kind of just me just turning on and checking that the water's running properly and the lights. The people were here. He didn't have to be here. Could have gone over there with 100 people. And the thing about you're bringing up the views or the count. No offense, dog, but we've done those numbers very easily. The problem is those were bullshit ass shows versus when we were actually having meaningful conversations. The chat is not that much, and Alonzo and Elijah will tell you. But see, you've never been there. When we actually are allowing the men to come up for political
I've been here
advice for
several
free.
times. I've been on the panel several times. You
So
just don't
okay, so
remember.
were you there for? So what were you there for?
I was there when we were talking about how, like, basically, like, remember, you had a video and you brought up this New York rapper, right? And this New York rapper had this guy on there saying, like, the N-word. And we had, like, a whole show about cultural appropriation and how Fivio Foreign was using this guy that looked like Malibu's Most Wanted, you know what I'm saying, for profit. This is how it goes. So I was there the whole show. It was like a 2-hour show.
So
Okay.
so go ahead, Elijah.
Here's the point that's being made. Yes, you were there for that show, but let's be honest. Were we actually talking about a real issue? No, that was kind of what we consider a bullshit show. We were not talking about the betterment of our community, the betterment
Yes,
of
it
us.
was. No,
Let
you were
her
not there
finish.
at that show.
Let her
You were
finish,
not
dude.
there. I actually have the show on my page.
You just got on. We literally just had a conversation about having panel discipline. I can be quiet. She can be quiet. He was quiet. You can be
Yeah,
quiet.
but B.M.T, she don't know what the fuck she be
No, there's
talking
no
about,
but,
brother.
bro.
Man,
You
listen,
just
sit
talked about
down. She
being a
don't know
man.
shit, bro.
You
I
just
ain't gonna
talked
lie
about
to you.
being a man. Now you can't
All right, my
retrench
bad,
on
brother.
it.
My bad, dog. It be hard, dog. You jump in the middle
Go,
of
go,
nigga business and shit.
let her finish. When it's your turn, you can
My
rebut.
bad, bro. My bad.
Go ahead.
Okay. So initially, like I was saying, is that we were not really talking about betterment. And you might have been able to have some amazing conversation on cultural appropriation. But what I consider betterment, or this is what I'm assuming the general synopsis of that is were we talking about how we can actually have longevity and wealth in that in that life? No. Well, we talking about how we can be able to go ahead and get land, property, and we can acquire businesses, and we can be able to acquire things so that way we don't have to sit there and be the employees. We can actually be the employer and actually change lives. No. But we were talking about a rapper, and we were talking about another dude that's sitting here and trying to take his style. And once again, in no disrespect, but whenever you are looking for things that can help you become better as a person. Yes, don't get me wrong. Okay, yes, YouTube is known for entertainment. But whenever we are actually looking for those jewels, those little bits and pieces of advice that we can take that will actually put ourselves or our children or our descendants, that's what I'm looking for, into a better position so that they do not have to have the same pains, complaints, negative experiences, etc., that we are still actively caring about, talking about, and that are still trying to heal from. Was any of that put into that live? Honestly, not based off emotions, not based off of, oh, this sounded good. I mean, based off of you sat, let it marinate, and it hit different to where you were able to leave and you were now inspired to do something either for your legacy or for your right now that would actually change the course of your life. There was anything like that put into that live?
Wait, you asked me a question?
Yes.
Yeah, she said, is there anything that was mentioned in that life that could build on avoiding culture vulturism?
That's not what I said.
Well, that's so many words. So.
That's not what I said, but okay.
You dating a white man?
Jewish and Latino.
Me dog.
Sweetheart, you really don't want to sit there and try to have that back and forth with me. I'll hurt your feelings.
Me llamo negrito fuerte, negrito primero.
My dear.
I didn't say.
No. My dear, at the end of the day, you've already been overly emotional. You've already shown signs of really dark.
Yeah, we know your signs. Yeah, we know your self-love. We know what you can identify as.
Right. We already see.
So can you help her on a panel?
Sure, you don't even have control over a panel to be able to control yourself and your own behavior.
If you give me an opinion about myself, I can give my opinion too as well. As long as I'm respectful about
cool.
that.
I mean, here's the thing. You can give an opinion. Yours is based off of feelings and emotions. Mine is based off of facts of what we've actually heard you do.
Mine is based off of personal preference, just like yours.
That's not. I'm about to say, no, I'm trying to be respectful because it's bro's live.
Okay, go ahead and be respectful, girl. Man, this guy Jervis up in here on the couch. Girl, what are you talking about respectful? You better go clean up.
What that got to do with anything? Like, okay, you're looking at an avatar.
Say, bro, you got to pay the bills. You get what I'm saying?
He's emotional. Let him go ahead and get his emotions out.
But just don't get in my business. Like, let her do what she need to do. And I'm talking to B.M.T. I don't know what she came from. Like, this is like real shit. I fuck with this dude. Like, seriously, I don't know.
Actually, you don't. Okay.
For real, dog. This ain't no real.
Then why? Okay, cool.
Like this is intellectual conversation. I'm just letting them know, like, I really mess with my elders. And, you know, I've been listening around a minute on YouTube. Even if you go to his Patreon, you got over 1,000 people. I'm like, God damn, bro, that's like up there. So, you know,
so why weren't you able to
just really just come back from a stroke and stuff like that? Because, you know, I've had uncles that had strokes, had friends, and it's something very serious. So it's just something that, you know, I came up on here because I wanted to see if B.M.T had compassion. He has a lot of compassion. So I don't know where you coming from, girl, trying to cause confusion and stuff like that. You got your own business you need to be tended to.
Why weren't you able to answer my question?
Lady, I can answer anything you want me to answer.
Sweetheart, I've already asked the question and you have yet to answer. You danced around it like a beautiful ballerina. Great job.
I wasn't paying
Answer the
attention.
question now.
Tell me what you want me to say.
Now you weren't paying attention, but you just sat there and told me you can
Well,
answer.
I'm telling you I wasn't paying attention. I'm not trying to rebuttal. Like, just tell me what the question is.
The question was, what was said in the live that you were on that was 2 hours long that literally had anything to do with any type of activity that you could actually stop and do that would actually change the course of your life in a more beneficial way?
Well, it doesn't matter what response I give you, you're gonna find something wrong with it. So it don't
Now
matter.
you're
I'm
psychic?
validated. That's internal
Okay.
validation. You don't know nothing about that. You need somebody to respond to you for you to feel good about yourself. I know who I am. I don't owe nothing to you, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't even talk to you. I don't even know who you is. You got a profile picture like, I don't. Who is that? Is this an avatar? Black Barbie.
So, hold on.
Black Barbie.
So for clarification, you said you can answer a question, then you try to dance around answering the question for a second time.
Because I can't satisfy
based off
you.
of validation that you're afraid that you're gonna
Why do
get.
you feel like I can't satisfy you? You jumped in my business. I know I can't make you come.
Fascinating.
That makes no logical sense to this whole conversation.
You had the time to jump in the
hold
whole
on.
time. You
Where
wait
do
till I
you
say.
get that out of
All
any
right, my
bit
bad,
of this
brother, my bad.
conversation?
Let me take that one back. I take that one
Yeah,
back.
I know what he's trying to do, so I'm about to go off his own words and do the
So
same
you're
thing.
so this is where you get your psychology from. This guy, he taught you how to go to school.
Yeah, she's got a higher education than I do.
I can tell by the voice tone and stuff like that. Yeah, I speak Ebonics and broken English too.
And what's Ebonics got to do with a motherfucker thing? You come up here talking.
Do you know how to speak Spanish?
Even when you come up here with the proper lingo,
all right. Do you know
terminology, you still come up here speaking like a fucking idiot that can't make sense out of a goddamn
do you know
thing.
How to speak Spanish?
Yeah, I might have a problem with articulation, but I don't have a problem with thought process like you do. See, you're a lame brain motherfucker. You just went to an insult on a serious conversation because you can't hold a serious conversation. And see, this is the exact point why this channel isn't for you, because you don't
It's not about the channel. It's not about we. It's about you
Brother,
as an individual.
It's the conversation that happens
she
on the
came in
channel.
the circle alone. Y'all got two different ethnic backgrounds.
With it.
Y'all
just
don't really love each other. If it wasn't for money, take the money out of the equation and housing. He wouldn't even be with you.
He already sat there and said he was afraid of how I was going to answer. He already dictated how I was.
It doesn't matter. If it wasn't for money, you would not be with him.
Because I wouldn't sit there and accept his answer, which I've been doing the entire time. He then literally is running away from being able to answer a question. And ironically, these are the same type of people that want to hold.
Well, when I answered the question the first time, you gave me the response. You was like,
okay, if that's the case, how come she had a thing for me when we were kids before I had a financial situation? If she's here for the
all right, bro, my bad. I apologize. Can you accept my apology?
Yeah, your apology's good.
All right, we good now. Can a beautiful woman on here accept my apology?
That's totally up to her.
Havoc? Miss Havoc?
Yes, I'm here.
You all right?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that?
I apologize for my, going back and forth with you and stuff like that. But I just felt like, I just had to kind of tell you how it is like Aaron Neville. You ever heard of Aaron Neville? B.B. King, Hollywood, Bobby Blue Bland, Sam Cooke, Bobby Womack? You know who them people is?
Yeah, we know who
I know.
I
know who they are.
Hold on. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. Miss Havoc, I'm so sorry. But he ain't got nothing to do. He don't know nothing about no Highland Whoop.
That's R&B and soul music that they're speaking about.
I'm talking black talk right now. I'm talking about Havoc.
Well, if you think you're lonely tonight,
let a woman be a woman. I'm not talking to you. This is a real question right now.
If you think you're lonely now, you're gonna be more lonely tonight when the
lady you've been watching my video.
Yeah.
You've been watching my video. All right. You know what? Don't even worry about it, Havoc. I understand. My bad.
Black culture than you do. I was raised by individuals.
So B, let me ask you this: you just apologized to the man, then now you insult the man. How does that work?
Well, B.M.T, how did I insult him, B.M.T?
You just insulted the man. How did you do that? How did you do? I said quiet. I said nothing.
I asked him about blues, B.M.T, and he had tried to answer for her. And I knew she knew about them blues, so he felt excited, you know. But I was like, wait, hold on, brother. I'm not. I was like, I'm not talking to you. I was talking to her real quick.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: Would you appreciate if somebody addressed your wife, if you had a wife, in a certain type of manner in front of you, and not expect you not to say something?
If I was in a relationship, I would not like that. If I wasn't in a relationship, I wouldn't care
Okay.
about it.
Oh no. But see, the thing about it is, y'all speak about what a man should do and how he should move as a man. He is right there with his wife,
Mm-hmm.
and literally, you insulted them. You know what you did. You're a man about it. Now you apologize, but then you go right back to doing that. Now, when I have these conversations about these type of things, right? You brought up game. Now, I'm trying to ask you, what part of the game is it when you assault a man's wife in front of another man and not expect him to react?
All right. That's a part of that new game shit, right? Because we know in the new game, we know men are weak as fuck. We know men are not physically strong, and we know men are mentally weak. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna have my woman on no panel talking to no man. That's out of line. You know, you want to know why that's out of line? Because she's not in position to be harmed, threatened, talk to crazy, it cannot happen. So, you know, in my mind, the new game is fucked up. I'm trying to tell you, there ain't no thing of cyberbullying. You better log off this motherfucker. So that's what I'm
See, the
saying. Like,
thing is,
I
you're
don't
talking
want my woman to be on the
you're
forefront
talking
on no
from the
panel
experiences of
with
insecure
no
men.
guys
That's,
like
oh
me.
my God, my
I
woman
won't
is
put her
up
in
there
position.
holding conversation with a man that's just conversation. I can't handle that. That's insecurity, sir.
That's
That's
not insecurity.
insecure men.
No.
That's
That's not
exactly
insecurity.
what it is.
My
If you're
woman ain't got
secure,
no
and
business
hey,
being
look,
on
if
no
you're
panel with
secure
no
and you
man.
clutching the ball and you got your woman and your woman got you ain't gotta worry, bruh. You ain't gotta worry about that shit. See,
Yeah, I do
tells
gotta
me that
worry.
you worry about that shit. Your last relationship, you was cheated on, and it wasn't you.
See, look, let me tell you something. See,
No,
we all
I'm
gotta be
asking
trained.
seriously. In your last
Go ahead.
relationship, was you cheated on? Because the damage shows, bro.
Listen, we all have to be trained. If I'm doing something and my woman find it that I am out of line, I might smile at her girlfriend or something like that, right? We got to role play before we go out the fucking door. Before I go to the fucking corner store, she
What
gonna
does that got to
already
do
know
with
that
shit
we
that I
gonna be on.
said?
All right, hold on. She gonna know we gonna be on the same page. You get what I'm saying? So you know, ain't no way in the world like my woman gonna allow me to do things, and she's not gonna allow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna allow her to do things. You know, if
And
I
why? Out of
see a threat
insecurities,
coming,
because
or
it
if I
might
see
go
my
somewhere
woman, she's
else.
not gonna try certain things. You know, see, your woman might go to the cookout or like, you know, like a dance or something, like it just don't know how to clean up, engage with the family. You might walk out the room. She don't have that type of personality. But you know, the women that I've dated and stuff like that, she gonna know, like, you know, don't get in the man business. Make sure you try to clean up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Try to help engage, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, with activities. And she gonna hold the room down. How you gonna expect a woman to do something that she not even much capable of doing? Like y'all ain't did no role playing before y'all walked out the house, before y'all got on live stream. Y'all
Bro,
wait
it
till stuff
sounds like you
happen and
want
then
a
want to
woman
address
that
it.
you can control because you're afraid of not having control and shit getting out of
I don't have no control. I've been in relationships. Look, if you're not married,
why are you not in one now? Because I can clearly tell by what you're saying that you're not in one
because
now.
it's my prerogative, like Bobby Brown. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you're going to heaven. Just because you're married doesn't mean that you got a bomb-ass relationship.
Who
Come
said
on,
I was
man.
rich?
Hold on, Beanie.
Well-to-do and rich is two different things.
See, now you got the woman talking for him. We having a great
Beanie.
conversation. This a man-to-man talk. We was doing real good. Like he, you know,
Now,
Whitman is here. Maybe he can talk to me about it.
My question is, what made you assume that I'm rich? Just because I'm well-to-do doesn't
No,
mean
I'm not.
I'm rich.
No, I was making an assumption. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're in a relationship, you know, the rich thing had nothing to do with it. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you qualified to speak up on like expertise when it comes to relationships. Sometimes a person has to fail in order to have the type of knowledge that it means to get rich, that it means to have a successful relationship. So you on your high horses right now, but at the same time, there's some basic shit that we arguing over. So, what type of relationship are you really in?
What do you mean? What type of relationship?
What type of relationship are you really in? Like, dog, first of all, your woman is out of line for addressing a man. Like, no.
My woman is only out of line if I see her out of line.
You should have pulled a
No, it's
coattail or
okay.
something.
Okay,
Hey, look, I
Beanie,
can take criticism.
your white supremacy is really showing. You need to unpack that, sweetheart.
Yeah, the colonizer got you bad, bro.
I didn't bring up race.
You did earlier.
That's crazy.
No, okay.
You did earlier.
I'm not thinking of race
You
right
did,
now.
you did bring up race. You did bring. I can't hold you for that, bro. You literally said black culture, and you were bringing up that he doesn't know about the culture. You did do that.
I said
Now you
that
even
because
fucking
he
sit there and
interrupted the
quoted one of the
conversation that
songs
me
from
and
Bobby
Happy was
Womack
having.
just to show you I got the same
I asked
culture
this man
you
wife
do.
about blues. Now this
My
is between me
pigmentation
and
don't
her in the
have nothing to do with
conversation.
culture. You know,
Now, do
culture
she
has
own
something to
her
do with the
mind?
area you grew
Is
up
she
in, bro.
Is she really her own personality, or do you gotta actually try to see and save her all the time? Like, it's nothing inappropriate
That's
with
my
me asking
job
her, do
as
she
a
know about
husband
blues?
to come at my
Like, for
wife's
real
sake.
though, B.M.T, he decided to come and jump into the conversation just like she did. Like, she's not doing nothing wrong. She learns everything she learned from her leader, and I do not blame her.
No, that's what you call
even after talking to her. When he got on the phone, I was like, oh,
we're evenly yoked. We share our
man,
power.
no, y'all
What
not. All right,
to
I'm gonna be respectful, bro. You right, bro. Like, I don't even know why, bro. It's not a big
I mean,
deal.
I would have to
was just
assume
saying,
I'm right since I've been 20-something years married and you ain't even married.
Well, the next time you come into, make sure your woman is just not in that type of position to where she moving off emotion. Sometimes you got to take the wheel. Be like, wait, hold on. I got it. You know what I'm saying? Take the throne. You know what I'm saying? Just like you was able to do now. This is perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with y'all. I want y'all to be great. But I'm saying next time y'all come into a conflict like this, don't allow her to stand up for y'all.
They should dictate their relationship and how supposedly they shouldn't let their woman be emotional.
I can't tell you because he's the man. I'm communicating with him on a certain level in which I know we understand.
Even emotional when we couldn't hear him.
Even though me and him may not get along right now, I know deep down inside he gonna think about this.
I mean, you were emotional at us because your mic was shitty. So, I mean, I'm just sitting there trying to figure it out. You know, it is okay to be emotional, but you know what? Part of emotions means that you also have to check yourself and hold yourself accountable. And we have literally been waiting for you to do that.
Well, that's the thing about it, the we thing. Like, it be confusing, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, for real. Like, I really be trying to hold myself accountable, but I just really love conversation and dialect because we all different. And there's nothing wrong with you telling me something, but you got to be able to receive things too, you know?
Dialogue. The word you was looking for is dialogue.
Well, yeah, I speak broken English, so I mean Ebonics too. My bad. Like
no, that's not even an Ebonics.
I'm trying to get good with my little language and stuff. You know, I'm not perfect. You know. Yeah, bro, I be trying to learn them big words.
I'm just sitting there trying to figure out why you were getting so emotional and you were going to a man about talking about another man. And then whenever I presented the same question to you, you sat there and said that you can do that. So why is it that he can't? Even whenever you came back on here and your mic was fixed, you took it back to this man. So, I mean, is this your leader? Is this the person that you want to be hunchback over? I mean, I'm just asking. No shade. I'm really just asking for clarification.
Well, no shade, Havoc. No shade, Havoc. No shade.
You're up here defending the older man. I could make an assumption like a woman, you like older men, and that's not why you're.
Well, I mean, that's your prerogative. Like, no shade for real. Like, Havoc for real. In order to, be a real strong-minded person, you got to have compassion for the weak. And so what I'm saying is that no matter what somebody do me, no matter how ignorant I think they acting, no matter how low of character I think they may assume to have, it's my job to always take that high road.
Okay.
All right. So I listened. So you're telling me to do that. That I should have done that. But you didn't even do that on this panel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did do that on the panel. I stood up for Havoc.
No, hold on. I listened.
I stood up for that black woman.
So hold on. You antagonized a 20-year-old couple. Even Ron Wills has never gotten that. You literally disrespected his wife.
Bro, they're not gonna be together in 5 years, B.M.T.
Well, hold on. Wait.
I'm not trying to bullshit these people.
Hold on. But see here, hold on. See, that's the interesting thing about this space. Y'all like talking about a man in leadership with a woman, But then y'all like to tear down the bricks of the functional relationships.
B.M.T.
How?
used to jump off the dresser, bro. I'm a ladies man, bro. You can't
So
tell me nothing about no, bro.
wait.
I've been in all these, bro.
Calm
This woman, she need a man.
down. Calm
I'm
down. Why
sorry,
you?
bro. Oh,
Hold
everywhere in the world,
on. Why you?
man. Hell no.
So hold on. I'm asking you. I'm looking at it because you're saying you're a ladies man, but
Well, I
you were
used to be. I'm
attacked.
retired now. I'm retired. You
Oh,
know,
you're
I'm out the
retired.
game, bro. Like, you know, I'm good, man.
But see, you're talking. But see, you're.
That's what I'm
Listen,
saying. See, at 20 years old, see, I'm
yeah,
33 now. See, at 20 years old, I done been through all that shit. Why the
you're
fuck do I gotta lie to
33.
these people?
You're 33.
Yes, exactly. Why do I have to lie to these people?
Okay, so wait. Why? Okay, so let me ask you, why are you so sporadic?
Because that's a part of my personality. Once you come over here, down here to New Orleans, in my neighborhood, everybody gonna tell you, all my family, we're the same way. All right, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong with that. That's just how I am, you know. So if you want me to tone it down a little bit, maybe I can try. But in order for me to adopt your personality and be like you, I'm not gonna be able to do that, B.M.T.
So basically, you're saying no one in your family was capable of teaching you proper etiquette.
No, what I'm saying is that, you know, everybody in my family, you know, we have bloodlines down here, right? So, you know, we're able to trace our bloodline down here. So, like, you know, bro, like, it's just a certain way that people have, like, certain characters. Like, one guy might have big ears. One guy might have, like, low self-esteem. Another guy might just have a nice personality. Like, that's just how it is. Like, things
Okay,
run in your
big ears is
bloodline.
something that can
So
be
my
passed
dad is
down.
like this.
Self-esteem is
You
not.
get
That
what I'm
literally
saying?
is
We're very outspoken. You know, we know about politics. Yeah, we know about ebonics. You know what I'm saying? We know about the corporate world. We know about owning businesses. We know about that too. Right? So, you know, we don't tend to judge people like that. Down here is a big old pot of people. We got people that's from French descendants, Latino descendants. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people down here from Canada. You know, we
We
got a
know we've
lot of
been there.
African Americans down here. A lot of Haitians down here too. A lot of Haitians.
A
Haitians
whole
really
lot of
started a
Haitians.
revolution in
No, we've
America.
been there. We've been there.
But what I'm saying is that we're very diverse. So don't try to play that race stuff with me. Don't try to do that.
Nah, bro, you was the one that tried to play the race card earlier.
I was talking about blues, and I'm very passionate about blues. I love blues. I'm a Southern man.
You said it prior to that. We're not going to do that.
Even before that, when you asked me what my nationality
Actually,
was.
He asked me.
Because that's a legit question. If you don't sound like you black and you over here trying to talk for your woman, I'm like, well, damn, no wonder why she on here talking to me. Bro, like, black men don't do that. If a black man sees a black woman, somebody talk, first thing he gonna do is take the phone. She ain't gonna get back out this motherfucker. Nigga, you ain't about to, bro, on some real talk. Y'all be taking this stuff too serious. I can actually tell it how it is, like Aaron Neville. Like, for real. I was talking to a lady. She 26 years old. Like, I already told you, I'm in my 30s. Like, she talking about how you know what you know. I was like, based on experience, I can call people to verify. I was like, how you going to fact check this? You know what she going to tell me? She going to, like, the 20-year-old couple, right? But she 26. She going to tell me Google.
So you
that's a broken answer. I'll give you that.
So here's what I found that was interesting. You keep having conversations with people that are younger than you that can't teach you anything. And then even when you answered, your answer was kind of backwards. She asked you, how do you know these things? Your first response was, you know, via experience, but then you also said in the same sentence that you go off of other people's experience, which is not yours. So, I mean, that's interesting as well.
Very interesting. Yeah, very, very interesting.
And
so,
whenever
like, basically,
it came to,
a 20-year-old couple.
I'm sorry,
look at a 20-year-old couple.
I did not open the floor. Okay, if you're from the South, because my family is also from the South, and they also from Louisiana, as well as a few other places. I know that the women in your family have sat there and taught you etiquette as well as respect on how to be quiet until you're spoken to.
How to be quiet until I'm spoken to? What do you mean? Like a dog?
No, like a child, because you're acting like one.
Like a child? What do you mean? I'm listening to Havoc talk.
And yet you're speaking right now, and I was silent.
Am I talking to two people or one person? Because ain't nobody stopping Havoc from talking. Is she got a question or is she saying something?
I'm going to continue. So with that being said, it's already interesting that you sat there and you made a comment whenever we're sitting here. Whenever you were talking about something that it could be in the bloodline. You sat there and made a comment about ears, which yes. And then you sat there and said something about someone having low self-esteem. That's not something that is passed down in your lineage.
Yes, that is. Depression is passed down in your lineage. Yeah, real talk. Mental illness is passed down in your lineage.
Hold on, sweetheart. I didn't say depression. I said low self-esteem.
They do have that. Black people do suffer from that.
Let me ask you a question.
We're still fighting from things like that. And that's a huge misconception, too.
Benny,
real talk.
Let me ask you a question. How far down the lineage does that go? Because if you take
don't ask me about bloodline if you can't speak Spanish.
If you take my blood and your blood, we got the same common
ancestors. If you cannot speak Spanish, if I can speak Spanish, more Spanish than you, you can't talk to me about lineage. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I can speak Spanish.
I'm going to go ahead and re-say this again. What I said was low self-esteem.
You're going to talk about
that lineage. Is not, sweetheart, calm down.
What if I can speak more Swahili than you? And you're an African American.
You have that too.
Does that mean that you don't know your lineage?
That means that you have that too. That's what that means. You have for that too.
So what I was saying is low self-esteem and depression are not the same thing. Depression is something that is very different, and honestly, that is in the blood.
So what you graduated at?
Excuse me, sir.
What's your degree
Excuse me, sir. This is why you don't learn anything, and this is honestly why you look a lot worse than you think you do. And the only difference is people haven't told you, or when they've told you, you decided to argue with them. That does not make it any less true.
I'm willing to bet most people don't have as much patience with you.
They really don't. Well, I'm not going to say that. I have a lot of patience. So I can only speak on me.
We know you got a lot of patience.
But once again, you then sat there and turned it into having a mental illness. Self-esteem is not the same as depression. Depression is something that has to do with the chemical imbalance in your body or in your brain. Self-esteem does not. Self-esteem literally depicts, or it depends on how you see yourself, either in a social standard or in your environmental situation and or standard, or due to the experience, good and bad, that you have had. It has nothing to do with mental illness. So if you're going to sit there and say that mental illness, yes, is hereditary, but that is not what you said. So here's the thing. Before you speak, you need to understand the words that you're speaking, because no, we're not going to sit there and blame it on Ebonics. We're not going to blame it on proper English. We're not going to blame it on all these things, because once again, those words are under both umbrellas. Once again, for you, I want you to hear me when I say this, okay? Whenever you speak, you need to think the words you speak first. Being sporadic, that sounds like possible ADHD, possible bipolar, other things that are chemical imbalances. Okay. And whenever you're saying that your family also has this, then it does make sense that your family did not teach you how to regulate those emotions, those feelings, those bursts of energy, or whatever they may be, so that way you could be comfortable, less anxious, and be able to calm down. This could also be, now I don't know for sure, but this could also be one of the reasons that you get quite triggered when someone asks you to calm down. We are not attacking you. We just want to be able to get clarification, and we can't do that if you are exhibiting high stressful situations, which a conversation should not be that. I'll go ahead and pause and wait for a rebuttal or wait for a response.
All right, you don't have to pause. You don't have to communicate when you're frustrated. I do apologize for being all excited, but you're right. I do apologize. My bad. But I just feel like I'm grounded. I just feel like I'm just happy right now, and I don't mean to get overly excited with you. I apologize.
But if you was grounded, brother, you would not be offended or elevate over anything that we have to say.
All right, what makes you feel like I'm offended? What makes you feel like I'm offended?
You started with coming up here how you was offended by something B.M.T. said about another individual.
I was not offended. That me and B.M.T. ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. I was just explaining something. He explained it back to me. It was just clarification. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to know because, Rhyme had a stroke. I don't want him to die and nothing. I just always remember that, But that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. What y'all talking about?
Okay, that might be a misunderstanding on my behalf, but if you were still frustrated, we wouldn't have got to that understanding.
Well, listen, it's all about me right now. When it's gonna be about y'all? Havoc, why are you not with your family for the holidays? Why are you in a whole other state?
So hold on. So let's address that. So you don't like what I said to somebody you look up to on YouTube?
No. Listen, what do you mean look up to? Why you keep implying people have these emotions that you placing on these shoulders?
Wait,
Like
hold
people
on.
are their own people.
You're
Stop trying to
exhibiting
tell
them,
people
sir.
how they feel.
So wait. Okay, you literally came to my show
Yeah.
to say, BMT, you should be empathetic towards Ron Wills. He had a stroke. He's an elder. You were saying all this, did you not?
Only the strong can have compassion for the weak.
You did you not bring up about him being an elder?
Only the strong can have compassion for the weak.
Okay, wait. So only the strong can have compassion for the weak. But when I told you you were wrong about what you said to this couple, how you was going at a woman, where was that strength? Where was that discipline?
It did. I
No,
calmed
no, no,
down,
no, 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 no,
BMT.
no,
I
no. See,
did. I
you're
actually like
listening to
having it.
respond,
I
not
really
to
like her for
listen.
real.
I sat quietly for 15 minutes and said nothing. I let you get off everything that you said on my panel. And that one time did I ever correct you? Even I could have. I never corrected you. I allowed you to say what you said. And I see it's very interesting because what I said earlier about it's funny when BMT says stuff, people respond, people react. But when when the other people say things, I could care less, then they feel some way. Now again, Ron Wells had a stroke. He's old. He's telling y'all about game. You literally demonize another man's relationship. Come on, my nigga. What kind of game is that? You said they're going to fail. You don't even know them.
Yes,
Did
I
you?
do know them, BMT.
Hold
Bruh, she
on,
over here talking to me on the phone. Man, ain't no way in the
hold on.
world here no leader. Man,
So
bro, I don't know who you talking to. I'm a
That's
grown man. Say nothing
okay.
my
So
woman about to
okay.
talk
So
to me. Straight
By
up.
that, hold on, Beanie. By that logic, then
Hey,
all
bro, we
these
just
minutes.
different, bro. I got a
Hold
new
on,
dog. Fuck
hold on.
all
By
that.
that logic,
Y'all got me
hold on,
fucked
calm
up.
down, Beanie. You're on the BMT, so it's cool. By that logic, all those men that got down on their knees and licked the pussy of Pearl and kissed her ass, and she called y'all all kind of names to fuck up y'all channels, y'all should never have shit to say to me. I'm just saying, my nigga, I'm kind of goated now. I am. I'm just saying, y'all had no smoke. Did y'all not bring them up on the? Did y'all not run up on the Obsidian panel to go have a conversation with her?
Well, the
Did y'all not?
observation me and my wife made, BMT, he comes at you about going at an elder, why he's going at you, his elder.
Well, not only that, but he decided to disrespect me, and I'm also his elder. He literally sat there and said all these things that you should do to somebody that he respects, yet whenever it's his turn, all of those things were now thrown out the
A
window. All of
lot
those
of
things were now discarded.
there was a lot of contradictories on the panel. I see, but see, you gotta let motherfuckers cook themselves. You got to let them do that. So, granted, you're talking about listening to elders. You literally have people who are far more superior to you, and yet you got smoke for them. That to me is insane. To see that's the hypocrisy of this space. It is. I'm just saying, bro. Like I've already did what I needed to do, bro. Like we're doing other moves. You know, if your best talks on our show was talking about rappers and culture, and, nigga, that wasn't even my best shit. That wasn't even our best shit. Like that was actually like subservient, stupid shit. Like, but I'm saying, bro, like I can't make this shit up. I told y'all stuff that I be saying. It happens. And literally, I don't even argue with motherfuckers anymore. Like my shit I'm still getting the checks. I'm still doing what I do. I don't even talk about fucking the same shit y'all talk about anymore. Y'all shouldn't even have no reason to fuck with me.
Bro,
But
I
y'all
was
still do.
done when these motherfuckers was sitting there saying black man can't have no success. You showed them how much you were making off of these security contracts, and you was getting statements like, I ain't gonna wear no motherfucking badge.
Mm-hmm.
To
I
see
remember
that.
that. I also remember the live where you actually had somebody that was buying land and literally broke down in the most simplistic of ways. Close the door. And broke down in the most simplistic of ways of how to do the same. And they had so much to say. They also had so much to say, and none of it was positive or negative, to the degree that the gentleman that was trying to educate
Man of Tomorrow.
He said that he wasn't even interested in being on the lives anymore because there are so many people who look like him that respond this way. They talk about wanting generational wealth. They talk about wanting to be rich. They talk about wanting some money. They talk about these things. But whenever it comes to putting feet to pavement, instead of just saying, no, we are afraid to take a chance on us, they would rather sit there and try to decredit, dehumanize, insult the person that's already doing it. Now, mind you, 10 years from now, they're going to sit there and say, oh, well, he thinks he's better than us and did nobody tell us nothing. And that's the saddest part about this.
And you know what's crazy, BMT? As a matter of fact, the area the Man of Tomorrow was talking about buying land, we got to place one of our properties over that way. Mm-hmm. We sure checked into it, and it's a gold mine and fucking cheap land out where he said.
Beautiful.
So had they stopped and listened, they could have started to build generational wealth instead of trying to be internet trolls.
We already have 9 acres. And we're going to get some more. So, I mean, just it's astounding to me. And that's one of the reasons that I asked the question that I did prior. It's astounding to me. You know, obviously, and when I said that it looks like his white supremacy is showing, I didn't mean that as far as the color, the colorism aspect. I meant that as in there have been people that have made you believe so heavily that you are less than, that you are not worthy, that you will never be good enough because you are, in their mind, competing with them, that now our people don't even try. And not only that, but now they actually do the work for other people and then sit there and try to downplay, discredit, attack the people that are not only trying, but that are succeeding. It is okay to be afraid to do something. But here's the difference between being a coward and being brave, right? Bravery. Bravery is still being able to do things. Oh, sorry, this is not bravery, that's courage. Courage is doing the things that you need to do in the midst of being afraid. It is okay to be courageous. That's what we were known for. That's why we were such a force to where these people are still trying to find a way to eradicate us. Okay? Bravery is doing something that you need to do, being able to swallow your fear and just get it done.
But you know the thing about it, I wanted to add this in there because I listen. Y'all can't say I didn't listen. I did listen, and I found it very interesting. This is I find it interesting. I've heard these same men talk about travel, finding family, and X, Y, and Z. You just have it where 2 family men, as well as one was actually in that of the practice of defending his wife, and there was a problem with a man doing that. Now, granted, also the statement was said that that I will never allow my woman to come up here and talk on a panel to another man, mind you, her brother, and number 2, her husband's right there. Exile is literally right there. So at this point, like sometimes I really.
Not to mention, she asked me if she could speak before she even came to my laptop.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
These men are talking about how they want to be able to have such control. Here's the thing about being a leader. In order for you to be a leader, that means that you have to listen to the people who are the most important, usually your community, but usually your family, your wife and children top that list as far as priority. You have to listen to what it is that they also find important. And if you can't listen, how can you lead? If you can't listen, how do you know what threats are there that you can't see?
How can you build a family and a legacy and you can't even make it through a conversation with strangers?
I mean, this is it. It's sad. It really is, because he said that he was 30. And to me, okay, you know that we have a very large family. And some of our children are from 21 to 24.
Yep.
So if they are from 21 to 25 and they are listening to the rhetoric of gentlemen like this that have to, that are deciding to voice their opinion, and sometimes it's called information, sometimes it's called rhetoric, so it can be under the umbrella of many things. If this is what my children have to follow, other than following the example of their mother and father right here, then what is this world really coming to? The biggest fear and the misconception that they have, they are turning into a reality. And that is the saddest thing.
The worst part of this live stream, Beanie, was you sitting there talking about uplifting black men when you could have gave B.M.T advice about the things that you disagree about after telling him the things you agreed with. You could have built him up, but instead you talk about building up the black man while trying to tear one down.
Now, the thing that was interesting about this was the fear mongering that was pushed out about their relationship is not going to last. And see, this is why I fight and I swing a sword and I punch at y'all kneecaps and I spit and I claw at you guys with no remorse and no empathy. Y'all had no empathy for respecting this man's relationship with his wife. And you know, it's crazy. Before y'all even said anything, I even laid out that of the spread of what they are and who they are and what they are to me.
Yes.
Now, it's funny when we lay this out, it's not met in kind. Now, I can't make this shit up. So y'all talking about game, Southern hospitality, and all this other shit. But when we ask about, so where's the fruits of y'all labor?
Right.
Shout out to my brother Iori. Like, he's also been on the Hour Power. I talked with Eliza about, we went over a lot of laws and statutes. We've actually had healthy panels of actually having people get actual live counseling.
Yes.
And actually, they can even link up with them in private disclosure. And I don't even interfere with that. I don't. I've actually relinquished my panels or my shows so that way people can get help.
Well, BMT, don't forget
Go ahead, bro.
Earlier days when we had conversations about police and police misconduct, some of them brothers we used to have talks with when this channel used to be lit have actually changed case law.
So the thing about it that we go about trying to figure out is that y'all today, again, this channel was proven right. Nowadays, I don't have to try anymore. This is why I be so drained. This is why nowadays it's like I don't even go to y'all channel. Y'all come to me, bro. Y'all literally come to me and throw the salt at me. And honestly, I told you I don't give a shit. Y'all don't have to fuck with me. Y'all don't have to.
Here's the thing that was also interesting to me. Like you said, they were talking about game, wouldn't it? Now, mind you, this might just be my logic. I don't want to say woman's logic, but I'm gonna say this is logical to me, and I'm pretty sure when I present it, it'll probably make sense to you. Okay, so you have a couple up here who's been married for 20 plus years.
20 plus years, yep.
It'll actually be 29 years in September. Okay. Why wouldn't you ask that guy what his game was? Because obviously his game, literally, you can hear the fruit of his labor in the background. You could have asked any question that you wanted. We have 8 children. 6 of 8 are all over the age of 18.
It's not like either one of us settled. We both had options.
Right. So my thing is, you could have asked what game he used to be able to sit there and get not only a wife, but a loyal wife who does not have ill will or ill intent. You know, you could have asked that. That could have been game 101 right there from a living experience. And you could have took it and turned it and made it your own. But no, we want to try to discredit them. Whenever it came to, oh, well, you know what? You should have more empathy to this person because XYZ, especially the elder. Didn't this gentleman sit there and say he was in his 30s? if we have children who are over the age of 20, wouldn't you assume that we would be over 30? Wouldn't that officially make us both your elder? And then you try to insult a woman because you thought it was going to be an easy mark. Here's the thing that my brother won't tell y'all. I am known for destroying people in the calmness of ways. Whenever my husband is here, that's when I have empathy for a panel. My husband was here to save y'all.
Yeah, you got to calm me today. You didn't get to trolley me today.
Like, that's what I'm just like, this is so interesting. And, you know, it's fascinating. People get triggered by what he's saying, but all you have to do is sit back and listen.
My sad thing is, how did he destroy all of his points he made? Like, okay,
yes,
the point that I pointed out about uplifting the black man while he's destroying one, the part about relationships, the point that you was just speaking on, I mean, he contradicted that right before he left the panel.
I mean, all I'm saying is, once again, I'm not bad-mouthing. I'm not talking down on. All I'm saying is, even with this panel, he can go back and re-listen to it. There are some things that he's going to have to sit there and work through. And it is not shameful. It does not mean that you are bad or that you are horrible or that you are less than. It does not mean that those same ideologies that they've been pushing on melanated people specifically are true or facts. All it takes is a few moments for you to be able to calm down, relax, breathe, and reanalyze the panel, re-listen to the panel, and see the things that you got triggered at. Be honest with yourself. See the things that you got triggered at, and then start asking yourself some deep-seated questions that relate to that, so that the next time you present yourself, even the slightest, even 5%, you are already better than you were today. There is nothing to be shameful about that. Once again, you don't even have to talk to anybody. There is nothing wrong with it or bad about it. It is okay to sit there and do work on you. And if this young man truly does have a family line that literally has the same problem or similar issues, it is okay to be able to, once you are able to do it with yourself, to now be able to present it to them. And so after that, you will begin to notice that a lot of the shiny, a lot of the top topics, that are everybody's engaging with, you will, a lot like us, no longer see an interest in that, because now you are above it. Like, it's not hard.
I mean, he said he learns from others' experiences, but yet when we gave our experiences, he ran from learning that.
It's okay. Some are harder than others. Go ahead, B.M.T.
I think this is why. We have to be hands-on rather than. Again, what's the point of having all these followers? And where's it getting y'all as men? Like I told y'all, other groups that are coming and understanding the plan of formulating family, community, economic strategy, laws, and politics. Y'all talking about game and literally, no offense, but we already understand that black men, your health is not the best. So me bringing up these types of stuff that is happening. One of the beautiful things about having a relationship, when you have health or medical problems, guess who looks after you? Your spouse. If you have a really good one, they're going to treat you better than the hospital can, and their love will heal you. Now, Sally, we watched that, even to that of, not attacking, but your late and great Kevin Samuels, when he died, how many of y'all went to his funeral? How many of y'all were by his bed? How many of y'all actually went to his family's house? So
how many even flowers?
Because see, all of that accounted for nothing. Nothing. But we the bad guys. We literally have gone to bed telling y'all why it's important to have these types of things set up. At this point, this is why I said this social media or this type of social system that y'all follow by. And to be fair, hearing somebody said they're going by the new way of social, that's actually chivalry that you were seeing. When the husband spoke, the wife listened. He never demonized his wife for you as another man. And literally, how would that look as a woman that literally she gets quiet for another man that she don't even know when she was quiet for her husband? That's why I said, like, y'all are not fit to lead anybody. You're not. No discipline, no self-control. But what was me? See, the problem is, Exile, problem is, Eliza, the people who live at a certain standard, it is required of you to keep that standard. Not them, not time. And so, it's never going to be fair. It sucks because but I was told I need to take the high road. But everybody gets to go under the creek. Everybody gets to jump off the bridge. And so this is why I know I don't even get tired, but I have to be mentally vested. Again, I didn't mind allowing my family to take over the show and say what they have to say, but I knew their message aligned with mine. Everything that was said earlier, 40 minutes prior, happened on this panel. So where did I lie? She asked questions, he asked questions. Y'all the same men that talk about black men ain't part of the culture. Black men don't feel like they have a place. You just disrespected a minority family, a healthy family, a successful family. Where should I be lying at, bro? Y'all can't get at me about this shit, bro. At this point, I got too many points on the board. at this point. Like, I can't even, don't say, well, BMT, you only go at men. That's a fucking lie, but I even get on the women. Quite a lot.
How many hours did we spend up here with Miss Sunflower or Sunkiss?
Oh my goodness. And how many times did I have to sit there and tell you to calm down while talking to Sunkiss, and I had to get Sunkiss to calm down while talking to you and everything else? So yes. He's equal opportunities.
She did prove that she has a husband though, BMT.
If she got it, then I out of pocket with that. But
yeah, she proved it like 5 months after that, but she did prove it.
But see, the thing about it is, I made the comment, and the comment was valid, but even my sister and them got to hear it about her bringing up her draws to us men late at night, and I did not like that.
Yeah.
And I was not wrong for saying that. And other women agreed. It wasn't just me. Other women and men actually agreed and said, wait a second. Y'all said BMT did X, Y, and Z. That's not what happened in the video.
Mm-hmm.
So my character can get slandered, but nobody gets to hold other people accountable. I said, yes, if a woman just openly pulls out her tit and feeds her baby in public without no covering, yes, people are going to turn to look. That is not being perverted. That is human nature. When something like that happens, that is natural. People have curiosity. They will look, they will glance. Some may say, hey, maybe we can get her something to cover up. Maybe we can get her to a corner. It has happened. I have seen mothers pull out their tit in public because the baby has to eat. And I have seen other people, men or women, take their jacket off or literally say, ma'am, would you like a more covered area for yourself and your child for privacy? That is being an adult. That is being an adult. When I said, hey, somebody saying that, oh, her and her baby are on a X-rated site, Elijah and I both disproved that, as well as another person. Because guess what? On sites like that, children cannot be on.
Yep.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And us three, we are known to go catch those type of DVC type of things. Listen, that would be an easy lawsuit.
Easy. Yeah.
Easy lawsuit. So when we said that was a lie, we were being factual. Because that is federally against the law. It's called child pornography, which is not allowed.
Exactly.
So,
and I mean, even as a woman that sat there and has breastfed all of my children, I've always made sure that we were discreet. And I even had a few comments about just being able to pull your body out. And then there were some women that were sitting there talking about, well, you know what, they shouldn't look because it's XYZ. It doesn't matter. People are going to look. And when you know they're going to look, because if you do that and your first instinct is to look around, then that means that you are aware that either somebody is looking at you or somebody has a desire to look, or that you would look yourself. So, I mean, yeah, we had that conversation, and we also talked about discretion. And discretion, there is nothing to be, it's not to shame, but discretion is a form of protection for you, your child, and, anybody else. Because once again, because I believe the example we used was a restaurant. Some restaurants, they have children at, certain things other parents don't want their children seeing. Once again, never said it was bad, never said it was unnatural, but discretion is key. And that in turn led to it being, if it actually gets on any kind of footage, even from the security cameras or the cameras, the cameras of the restaurant surveying what they're doing, it's still considered child porn. Yes. So, I mean,
I can relate to somebody that doesn't know the situation of something and speaking on something they don't know. There's an example in the chat. I used to give James a bunch of shit for being an American, that lived abroad in China all the time, not knowing his situation in China. I learned to not say certain things on stream that could cost that man his freedom.
And the thing about it is, I literally have one of the most open panels for higher-minded, broad discussion. Not saying that we don't have fun. Not saying that we don't be funny. Not saying that I don't have my nerd side, my gaming side, my anime side. But the thing about it is, the attempt that when we do these conversations, again, the stuff that we talk about or we bring up or we do is tangible. It's attainable. Not saying that what other people don't do, that they're not doing it. We're not taking no sticks from nobody's house or roof. But we give y'all the steps on their side and our side. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest with a lot of this stuff. Like, I'm emotionally drained on nothing. So when y'all say, B.M.T, you're too emotional, well, I do have passion because I do care. I know these two do care. I know when I've gone and talked to international people, what they think they perceive about that of us as Americans. And we had to explain from me in exile. I didn't see none of y'all guys go there. But when y'all did try to talk to them, they demolished y'all. I watched a lot of y'all get demolished in debates. The same woman that used to kiss Pearl's ass was on there, and she literally said, "You're right, B.M.T. You're right." I said, "Oh, I do. I know." Same way as they thought they understood that about gang culture. Because they saw a white GD. And they were like, "B.M.T, you allowing him to say that?" I'm like, he's not being disrespectful. He's in his turf. If you don't notice, they literally has a mulatto. He has a interracially mixed child. Excuse me. I know my language verbiage is old. He has a interracially mixed child right there by his leg. He knows where he's at. And the guys that are around him, well, you should have checked him. How do you check?
My thing is, the mistake is people thinking about culture being a thing about melanin in your skin. Culture is where you live. It's geographical. That man that B.M.T was talking about was surrounded by people that was not that was melanated when he was not. And none of them had a problem. Why? Because that man grew up around them. That man was a part of their culture. It's kind of like when y'all sit there and y'all go at the educated black man that never grew up in the hood and you from the hood. That's some fucked up shit. But I mean, in technicality, he grew up in a different culture. He doesn't understand your culture. And y'all see that.
It gets me that when I hear Mom, like, because the thing about it is we speak from that of a family formulated culture. We speak from a lot of different culture perspectives. So I understand the things that we talk about. It gets lost. It's not understood. And so I don't try to, it's not my job to prove it to you. It's your job to prove it to yourself, as was said earlier. And the thing about it is, when y'all talk about this type of chauvinistic behavior, but your emotions get the better of you. I'm just saying, you can't make this up. These are not my talking points. I just say the words, and I just have to take a breath and count. It's going to happen. And I know people are going to respond. They always do. You know what I learned to do? Not say anything at all. I had to tell that to my sister. Dial back. I've even seen Exile. I've seen him run off some people off the internet. They got the people that can do it. I just never asked them to do that.
Well, while some of these people sit here and worship and idolize Fresh and Fit, I'm part of the reason Fresh and Fit lost their shit. I was part of that co-op.
They did a lot. They've said a lot of dangerous, harmful shit. And the thing about it, people say, well, what was dangerous about it? Oh, no. You know the thing so bad about it? Other people, even in their own circles, started calling them out. Other people start saying, yo, man, like, how is this helping us? The same guys talking about dating coaches literally have made children out of wedlock. And then go and complain and say it's the women's fault. And I know there are women out here that literally are doing the bullshit and literally getting into that. I like I said, I probably because I've been doing this for so long, I just don't have the mental fortitude like that to keep doing the back and forth mental gymnastics. I just shut up, let you say what you gotta say, and I respond. But we've been here for quite a while. I am very happy because I got to see my family come up here and actually just do a show with me. That made my day. That did. I'm saying I got to see people in the chat that know me for a long time, that have been with me when I first started. And again, I don't hate people in this space, but you can't act as a man to turn a blind eye to the bullshit in this space.
think that's the problem, B.M.T. A lot of time they think that we're attacking them when we're actually attacking their viewpoints because their viewpoints are flawed a lot of the time. Not all of them. I mean, just focus on the viewpoints that we do not talk about that y'all talk about. That's the areas where y'all got some shit figured out.
I think that's the thing about it, Exile, and I enjoy like when the experienced men sit down and talk with the inexperienced men, and when those who are in the fray are literally talking to y'all, I find it very peculiar that people rather listen to the failure, the men who have. I don't want to say they failed. Some did fail. Some lost out. But you have the men that are actually still doing it. And y'all will tear them down. You can't say it's not true because I just watched it happen to Exile. Not that I wanted that to happen to him, but it's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people. So I'm gonna chill back. I want to get off. If my family or anybody want to call me, I literally just turned on my old number. I mean, I have another number. If y'all got my email me. Just email me. I will get y'all my new number. Just email me. Like I said, I'm so like far removed from YouTube. Like I said, when I come on here, I'll tell you the truth. I talk about nerd shit. It's way more lucrative and way more easier for me to do it. I've been doing gaming reviews for years. It's literally way more pays out better.
To be honest with you, B.M.T., I stopped with the serious conversation in most circles. In most circles, they just want to be entertained. So they want to be entertained by fuck shit. That's what I give them. And then they complain they don't like that. But you don't want me to spit knowledge. You just want me to be a jackass.
So can you get mad when other groups ask you to just entertain them? To just be the clown, be the fool. So then you feel some type of way when you go to other places and they start talking shit about you. And all you can say is, well, you like being entertained. Y'all want to entertain. And I mean, that's fine. Like I said, it's just the humor is just very dark. No, I have the other. Email me, Yori. Email me so that way you can get my number. I am definitely sure Yori has been definitely trying to get in touch with me. Hang on. Put up that. Y'all email me. If y'all email me, just like I said, I know who Yori is. I know who Al in Exile is. Like I said, when some of y'all trying to stalk me, oh, I did. That did happen. That's another thing. I never stalked anybody. I had people actually physically stalk me and my children. I'm tired of always being told to take the high road. Yeah. All right, y'all. I get off. I'm so tired out.
Now they should be thankful the way you handled it. I handled it different because I handled it different. Many of y'all have lost channels. You don't even know how y'all lost them. Y'all still trying to figure that shit out. Like, who is this person that reported me?
Like I said, man, I've a lot of stuff I literally have talked about from a lot of things happening in these spaces. Same people talk about B.M.T. You need to be empathetic. Y'all champion for a lot of that bullshit. All right, y'all.
It's sad that they still talk about Kevin Samuels, bro. And right there in front of their face was he schooled y'all. He gamed y'all for monetization and money, and barely died with $100,000, if that. He sacrificed his happiness, his family life, and everything to feed y'all a bunch of bullshit lies for fiat currency.
Okay. Like I said, y'all, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, I love y'all, bro, man. Y'all have a good turkey day.
I love y'all too. I miss y'all. Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. Like I said, I love y'all. Y'all email me. I can definitely go about checking them. All right. This is B.M.T. To all my lovely family and friends. Peace.